Welcome to this comprehensive guide on cohort analysis in product management. Cohort analysis is a behavioral analytics technique that divides your user base into related groups or cohorts based on shared characteristics or experiences within a defined time period. Understanding cohort analysis helps you track user engagement, measure retention, and make data-driven decisions about your product. Throughout this video, we'll explore what cohorts are, why they matter, and how to implement cohort analysis in your organization. A cohort is a group of users who share a specific characteristic or experience within a defined time window. For example, users who signed up in January 2024 form a cohort. Similarly, users who made their first purchase on the same date are another cohort. Cohorts can be defined by sign-up date, first purchase date, or any other behavioral milestone. The key is that users in a cohort share a common attribute or event that occurred during the same time period. This segmentation allows you to compare how different groups behave over time. There are three main types of cohort analysis. First, acquisition cohorts group users based on when they joined your product or service. Second, behavioral cohorts group users based on their actions or features they use. Third, revenue cohorts group users based on their spending patterns or purchase behavior. Each type provides different insights. Acquisition cohorts help you understand how user quality changes over time. Behavioral cohorts reveal which features drive engagement. Revenue cohorts show how profitability varies across different user groups. Choose the type that aligns with your business goals. Cohort analysis is powerful because it reveals patterns that aggregate metrics hide. For instance, your overall retention might be declining, but cohort analysis could show that this is due to a specific change in your onboarding flow for newer users, while your loyal customers remain engaged. It helps identify the real problem instead of just the symptom. Additionally, cohort analysis enables you to measure the impact of product changes by comparing how different cohorts behave before and after a change. This makes it easier to attribute improvements or issues to specific actions. Finally, cohort analysis guides resource allocation by highlighting which user segments are most valuable to your business. A cohort retention table is the most common visualization for cohort analysis. Each row represents a cohort, typically defined by sign-up or acquisition date. Each column represents the number of weeks or months after the user joined. The cells contain retention percentages, showing what percentage of that cohort returned during each period. For example, if 80% of users from cohort January are active in week 1, the value is 80%. If 60% return in week 2, the value is 60%. By reading across rows, you can see how retention declines over time. By reading down columns, you can compare how different cohorts behave at the same age. Trends in these tables reveal whether product improvements are working. To conduct cohort analysis, you need user identifiers, acquisition dates or cohort-defining events, activity logs with timestamps, and sufficient sample sizes. A critical pitfall is using inconsistent time windows. Always compare cohorts at the same age. If you compare week 1 retention for one cohort against month 1 retention for another, your analysis will be misleading. Another pitfall is survivor bias. If you only look at users who made purchases, you miss valuable insights about those who churned. Ensure your data is clean and consistent. Remove duplicate records and verify that your time zone handling is correct. Document your data processing steps so others can reproduce your analysis. When implementing cohort analysis, start with a clear business question. What do you want to learn? Define your cohorts precisely. Write down the exact rules. Choose consistent time windows such as weeks or months and stick with them. Select appropriate metrics such as retention, engagement, or revenue. Avoid mixing different metric types on the same table. Validate your data by spot checking against raw logs. A common pitfall is choosing time windows that are too narrow, leading to noisy data. Another is analyzing too many cohorts at once, making patterns hard to see. Start with monthly cohorts for a broad view, then zoom into weekly or daily cohorts for specific insights. Always annotate your results with context about product changes, marketing campaigns, or external events. Here are your action items moving forward. Export cohort metrics weekly to monitor drift in your retention numbers. Set standard time windows for all your cross-cohort comparisons so results are comparable. Document your assumptions and data processing steps for reproducibility. Build or integrate a dashboard that displays your cohort retention tables automatically. Share these insights with your product and marketing teams regularly. In the appendix, you'll find sample pseudo-SQL code that creates a weekly snapshot of cohort metrics. Use this as a starting point for your own implementation. Remember that cohort analysis is a tool for deeper understanding. Combine it with qualitative feedback from users to get the full picture of what's working and what needs improvement in your product.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.